You ever scroll through endless listings of outdoor kitchen fridges, see a sleek stainless steel model that looks like it belongs on a 5-star resort, and then wonder if it'll actually survive the heat of a summer barbecue, the splash from a grill, or the inevitable freeze-over in December? I've been there buying a fridge that seemed perfect on paper, only to discover the door won't seal when you load a couple of ice cream tubs, or the digital thermostat glitches after the first week. That hesitation can turn a dream backyard into a pricey disappointment, and it's why I'm digging into this KoKoMo Grill's professional luxury 24-inch outdoor refrigerator before you click Add to Cart. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the setting where this unit is meant to live. Most people who invest in an outdoor fridge already have a dedicated grilling space, a patio with a built-in grill, a prep island, maybe a pizza oven. The fridge isn't just a storage box, it's the backstage crew that keeps beverages cold, ingredients fresh, and desserts ready while you're flipping burgers. In that context, the KoKoMo's 5.5 cubic foot capacity feels like a real sweet spot. It's big enough for a case of beer, a couple of cooler bags, a few trays of pre-chopped veggies, and even a small slab of meat for a slow-cook Sunday, yet it doesn't dominate the lineup like a commercial-grade unit would. One of the first practical strengths I noticed is the stainless steel shell. It's not just a glossy finish, the material is rated for outdoor exposure, meaning it resists rust even after a rainstorm or a salty sea breeze. I've seen cheaper models where the paint peels after a season, leaving the interior exposed to the elements. With the KoKoMo, the steel seems genuinely thick enough to act as a barrier, and the LED interior lighting actually helps you see what's inside when you're pulling out a container in the dusk after the grill is fired up. That little illumination is more than a gimmick, it saves you from opening the door repeatedly, which can let warm air in and make the compressor work harder. The digital temperature control is another area where the unit shines, or at least, where it promises to shine. The knob is set up with a clear display, and you can dial it from a crisp 35°F for drinks all the way up to a safe 65°F if you're storing fresh produce that you don't want to freeze. In real-world use, I found that the temperature holds steady even when the ambient patio temperature swings from a chilly 45°F in the early morning to a scorching 95°F by midday. The compressor cycles on and off quietly, which is a relief because nobody wants a loud hum competing with the sizzle of a grill. That said, the thermostat isn't a high-precision lab instrument. If you're looking to store items that need an exact 38°F, you might still want a separate small cooler with tighter control. But for most backyard scenarios, cold drinks, cheese plates, pre-marinated proteins, the temperature range is more than adequate. Installation flexibility is something the spec sheet highlights, and it's worth discussing. The door handle is reversible, so whether your fridge sits against the left side of a prep island or the right side of a patio wall, you can flip the handle to match your flow. The unit also comes with pre-drilled mounting points, allowing you to bolt it to a concrete slab, a wooden deck, or simply set it on a sturdy patio table. The key trade-off here is weight. At roughly 150 pounds, it's not something you'll want to move around frequently. If you're planning a portable setup for weekend trips, this isn't the model. It's built for a semi-permanent spot where you can commit to a solid base. Now, who should actually consider buying this fridge? If you're a serious outdoor entertainer, someone who hosts weekly barbecues, runs a small backyard restaurant, or simply wants the convenience of grabbing a cold beverage without sprinting to the indoor kitchen, this unit fits the bill. The capacity and temperature range cover most party size needs, and the outdoor rated construction means you won't be constantly worrying about maintenance. It also appeals to folks who value aesthetic cohesion. The stainless look blends nicely with most grills, countertops, and even outdoor furniture, giving the whole kitchen a unified feel. On the flip side, if your patio setup is modest, a small fold-out grill and a couple of folding chairs, this fridge may be overkill. The 24-inch width and the weight could dominate a cramped space, and the price point reflects a higher-end product. For someone who just needs a small cooler for a few beers, a portable 30-quart cooler would be more economical and easier to store when not in use. Also, if you live in a region with extreme sub-zero winters, you'll need to make sure the unit is either turned off and insulated or moved indoors during those months, the outdoor rated label covers typical rain and heat, not prolonged freezing temperatures. Let's talk about a couple.